Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and another one of my F1 2019 season inspired videos. This time it's one of the big ones. It's the one with Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari, a very highly requested one from you guys in the previous races and episodes on this. And this time we're running a brand new mod, one that's actually on race department, link down below in the description, courtesy of Christix. The mod is still work in progress. So for example, I'm recording this today when the Sauber and the McLaren have been released. The Mercedes was released yesterday along with the Red Bull as well, and the Racing Point. So those 5 cars are not up to date as you'd expect because it's been less than 24 hours. So yeah, in this race, some cars are up to date, some of them are fantasy. So yeah, spare that kind of thought in your mind when it comes to seeing some of these cars. But all in all, let's see what happens here, and hopefully we can have a good little race. And we're going to run you guys through the grid on screen right now as we start from P6 in this race, racing as Charles Leclerc in the mission win now, Scuderia Ferrari. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm hopefully looking to have a little bit of fun around here. I do enjoy Paul Ricard as a circuit. It's going to be a 25% race, and the target is to probably get a podium, maybe try and win, but we'll have to wait and see. And it's on 110% maximum difficulty and no assist. With that being said, let's jump into it here for the race and let's see how it all pans out. Hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like and I'll see you guys in the race. Right then, here we are on the grid, P6, and we're going to see what happens here. We're starting from the third row. We've got Sebastian Vettel, our teammate, to our left-hand side, and then we've got both Red Bull Hondas and also both Mercedes towards the front end of the grid. Hopefully we can have a good race. The target's going to be a podium. I think a race win might be tricky, but you never know. On strategy, it might be potentially possible. In terms of which, as you can see on the screen, we're going to go for the Ultras onto the Supers. A pretty straightforward one-stop strategy, and sunny conditions throughout the entirety of the Grand Prix. With that being said, though, we are going to jump straight into it here for this little French Grand Prix 25% race as Charles Leclerc, and let's see how things get going in this Ferrari car. With that being said, let's jump straight into the action. Right, here we go. Let's get ready for the 5 red lights here at the Paul Ricard circuit. Lights are on and they are off, and away we go. Great start for the line. Verstappen gets a poor exit. Vettel as well getting a decent start off the line in towards turn 1 and 2. Now got to be careful with this. Very easy to lose an end plate if you're not careful. Power down. I'm going to try and get that switchback line on Verstappen, but we can't quite get close enough as Verstappen actually goes down the inside of my teammate Sebastian Vettel. Kind of boxed in on the outside here. We're going to try and make it happen though. Running very deep, using the gears here to try and get past the Red Bull. Squeezing him onto the apex, and there we go. We are past Verstappen. Very good start from both myself and my teammate Sebastian Vettel, getting past one of the Red Bulls already. P4 and P5 respectively. But up next is Sebastian Vettel, my teammate. Let's see if we can pass him. Verstappen actually getting a little bit close there with that Honda power unit in the Red Bull. Could that be a sign of things to come this season? Who knows? But it's a Mercedes 1-2. Gasly holding on to that final podium spot. But let's see if we can try and close down this gap here and see if we have the pace to really challenge here today. I think we might do. That remains to be seen. Also strategy, tyre wear, tyre temperatures as well are going to be a key factor. Okay, this front 5 is actually bunching up a little bit here. Looks like the Mercedes don't have all the pace, but we've had a good run through sector 1 here. We've got right on the back of my teammate Sebastian Vettel, and here we go. We're going to try and line them up for the overtake as we go to the inside last minute. Late on the brakes. Vettel there on the outside. We're going to just go for the squeeze and go on the outside. Poor exit though as we lose the back end. We're going to need to try and straighten up the car. We're going to be vulnerable here to Sebastian for now, but it looks like actually Verstappen's attacking him 3 wide. Meanwhile in front here for the race lead, Gasly going up the inside of both of the Mercedes here. Look at this, it's all kicking off, and the Mercedes, both of them swoop around the outside of the Frenchman in his home race, who's hungry for that race win, and it's currently Bottas now who leads this race. But look at this, it's all kicking off here. Action all over the shop. This is looking like a very interesting race already. We're only 2 laps in. I love this so far. I do enjoy this track. It's a very interesting track, one that I didn't think I'd enjoy, but actually it is quite good for F1 racing, to be fair. Meanwhile, good exit out the final corner here. It's going to put Gasly on the back foot. We're going to pull to the inside, fast up of the Grand Prix there from us as we go down the inside of Pierre. Pierre's going to try and hold around the outside, but we're going to go for the squeeze. And there we go, 3rd place. Making decent progress here as we now have the Mercedes next. Bottas currently leading this race. Hamilton not too far behind. Got to be careful, can't overheat my tyres either. But we are looking very rapid here, very racy in this Ferrari already. Much better pace in qualifying. Hamilton going for the move, and he's got the move on his teammate. Maybe reacting to the fact that I'm starting to make some overtakes here. He might have been told on the radio that Leclerc is starting to hunt the Mercedes down and he's having to respond. So up next is Valtteri Bottas. Let's see if we can try and pass him sometime soon. Right, we're on the back of these guys again here. Bottas actually got past Hamilton again on the home straight. And I'm on the back of them now. Vettel's also P4, I've just realised, so he's making progress. This race seems to be shifting into a bit of a Mercedes versus Ferrari battle here. But we're in the toe of Lewis. He's going to go for the move here on his teammate once again. Side by side, both Mercedes cars. And Hamilton goes clean around the outside of Bottas there. We're going to focus on our exit here. There we go. Good stuff. We're going to pull a nice toe on Valtteri. Now we're going to crank it up to rich mix. We're going to wait behind through the right-hander here. And now we're going to go down the inside of Valtteri. It's a late move. Valtteri committing to the outside line. We're going to go down the inside though. And we are going to get the overtake done. There we go for P2. Good stuff. Calculated move. Bottas was kind of blocked in there from his teammate. And we covered off the inside, so good overtaking. 4 laps in, and we're making very, very good progress here. Lewis Hamilton up next. Right, here we go. We're within Lewis's DRS. Can we go for it this lap? Overtake DRS engage along with some rich mix, and look at the overspeed we're carrying here on Lewis. We're going to pull to the inside and go for the move under braking, and there we go. Good stuff, a little bit of contact, but we've got the move done nonetheless. And we are ahead of Lewis Hamilton and into the lead of the French Grand Prix here is Charles Leclerc. Great stuff. The Ferrari car working absolutely beautifully here this afternoon. Right then, Lewis actually came in that lap, so an early stop for Lewis Hamilton. We are scheduled to come in this lap, so... Although I might have been scheduled to come in last lap, I didn't really notice to be fair, but nonetheless we're going to stay out for one more hit. Right, here we go. Final corner now. Tyres are starting to go a little bit, so it's a good time to pit. As Bottas is keeping me company here, get it slowed down, there we go. A little bit too cautious maybe, but still we're going to commit to it. Vettel's actually coming in as well, it's going to ruin his race. Not good for Vettel, unfortunately, he's going to get held up there, but away we go. Looks like Bottas got held up an absolute treat in the pit entry. He's still there, Bottas is still in his pit box, and look at that, that is a shocker for Valtteri there, as we've been pretty much released into clean air. So the only competitor we're going to have is Lewis. Where is Hamilton? Here he is, he's coming down the pit straight now. He's behind us at full speed. Can we hold the lead? Yes we do, but we are going to be on cold tyres. But Lewis all over the back of me here. This is for the lead of the race. Crucial pit stop. Very important to not get held up by anyone there. If I just got held up by one car for like 2 or 3 tenths of a second, Lewis would have made the move there. So very important stop from the Ferrari boys there, getting me out into some clean air. But now Lewis is going to be on me here with DRS. Got to be careful. I tried to save a little bit of battery in the pit lane, but it didn't really work out. And here comes Lewis. He's going to attack us here. We're going to go defensive, but Lewis still commits to the inside line. Lewis down the inside, gets the move done. We're going to switch back underneath, potentially set up a bit of a better exit out of the chicane here on the fresh tyres. Getting the slipstream on Lewis. Can we go for it here? I'm kind of low on ERS. I'm going to go into none and use Hamilton's slipstream and try and save some battery if I can, and also a little bit of fuel. Oh, VSC deployed. And I think it's Sebastian who's had a problem. Yep, Sebastian Vettel out of the race. He's pulled over. I saw on the mini-map, it looked kind of weird to me, but Sebastian out of the French Grand Prix. He's pulled over, so I'm the sole Ferrari now in this race. Big retirement there. And that's going to promote a few people for a few places. This is going to give us a chance to save ERS though, which is good, so we can attack Hamilton. Okay, VSC ending. Pretty interesting location actually. There we go, up to speed. Didn't speed there. I could have maybe kept my foot planted there. I came off the throttle right at the last minute. But here we go, DRS enabled, overtake ERS as well. Full power as we attack Lewis Hamilton here. Down the inside. Late on the brakes. Oh, just about made the corner. Tyre's a little bit cold because of that VSC period. Lewis right on the back of me again though. We're going to cover the inside, showing the long way around. There we go, side by side now. Through the flat out right as we cut that corner. Oh, back end getting a little bit loose. Oh man. Whew. Lewis cutting across there, fair play to him. I was probably gonna, if there was contact, it's probably gonna be my fault. So he was brave to turn across me there. Oh, this is so intense. Right, let's try and win this battle now. We've got plenty of cars in the pit lane, so that's gonna promote us a few places as well. There we go. Gasly there leaving the pit lane. He's going to be P3 in this race now. As we gain quite a bit on Lewis there with DRS towards the end of the straight, but the straight not long enough. But we are on the back of him again here. And surely I've got to fancy my chances going onto the back straight here. Here we go. Looks like Gasly's joined the party as well. Onto the back straight. This time we're a lot closer. This should be a very straightforward overtake. Here we go. We're going to pull to the inside. Job done. Very simple move there on Lewis. And actually Gasly's coming at him around the outside. Pierre Gasly here coming alive in this race once again. We're saving some ERS, which is good. But Gasly's made the move and he's actually got past Lewis Hamilton, so fair play. And Gasly, the Frenchman in his home race, on the charge, and he's now actually getting onto me here. That Honda is going really well here. And Gasly now becoming the direct threat out of nowhere. Right, cars in the pit lane, including Max Verstappen, so we are going to retake first place in this race as we set a fastest lap of the Grand Prix. But Gasly is absolutely on it at the minute. He is flying in the Red Bull Honda at the minute, and he's going to be tricky to keep behind. He must be running maximum engine mode, surely, because even on the straights, he's absolutely flying. Oh, Max Verstappen's out now, the other Red Bull car. So that's Vettel and Verstappen out in terms of the big hitters this race. Gasly here still hunting me down as we set purple first and second sectors, but he's still keeping up with me here. And we're actually starting to break away from Lewis. So it's Gasly now is really starting to put the pressure on here big time in this race. He can smell a home race victory and I think he wants it badly. Good exit out the final corner, that's going to buy me some time. Another fast up of the Grand Prix, 32.6. Gasly can't match, so we're starting to really establish our pace a little bit now. As Gasly seems like he's turned down the engine, he's pretty much hanging on because of DRS purposes. Gasly really not letting me go here as we set another fast lap, and there you go, Gasly actually even faster, so this isn't over just yet. Pierre really not giving up the chase. He wants this race win. Gasly's had a good exit out of the chicane here. We're going to have to respond. Quite like PRS engage and put my car in the middle of the track. But he's going to be close to me here. We're going to just about defend. But he's really starting to put the pressure on once again here. Last lap of the Grand Prix now. It all comes down to this. It's important to get this section nailed to really open up the gap as much as we can. There you go. Good exit. Gasly's 7 tenths of drift. That's perfect. I think Gasly's a little bit too far behind to really go for the move. There we go. You can see not really close enough. It's one of the Haas cars that actually pulled over. Yellow flag there. Let's bring this one home though. It looks pretty good for us. Gasly tried, but ultimately not quite enough in the tank. Here we go then. Final sector, final couple of corners. It's been a great performance here in the Ferrari. As Charles Leclerc, the cars worked beautifully. Final corner, missed my apex a little bit. Gasly close, but not close enough. And here we go, up to the line. And we're going to win the French Grand Prix as Charles Leclerc. Very good race, very enjoyable race as well. And that is a well-deserved 25 points for the Monegasque driver. Very, very nice.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well though, there's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
Right, so looking at the final race results, Charles Leclerc wins at France winning in the Ferrari there. We've got Pierre Gasly P2, Lewis Hamilton 3rd place running off the podium with Valtteri Bottas P4, Lando Norris P5 in the McLaren. Admittedly a bit of a train of cars behind him, but he made the strategy work somehow and managed to get himself ahead of Hülkenberg and Ricciardo, and then Carlos Sainz 8th place in the 2nd McLaren. Then we've got Kimi Räikkönen from P17 on the grid, finishing in P9, and then Antonio Giovinazzi running off the final point from P15. Räikkönen getting the driver of the day in both of the Alfa Romeo Racing cars. Then we got both Racing Point cars for Perez and Lance Stroll ahead of Robert Kubica, Alex Albon, Danny Kvyat, Romain Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen, and finally George Russell, the final runner, and then Verstappen and Vettel retiring from the Grand Prix. But all in all, that has been it for this race here at the Paul Ricard on this F1 2019 mod. If you guys did enjoy it, then drop a like. Also let me know what ones you'd like to see me do next in terms of other drivers. And yeah, like I mentioned before, this mod is a work in progress, so there might be some things that are not accurate, which is totally understandable, and hopefully they will get updated as we go along. But all in all, guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new around here for daily Formula 1 content, turn notifications so don't miss a single upload from me, and finally check out these 2 videos on your screen if you have missed them. But other than that, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video very soon, but until then, it's goodbye from me.